Hey everyone, welcome back to a new Hytale video. In this one, we finally get to look at some gameplay and how their blocks are going to work. So I'm just going to throw the footage they put up on the blog on screen so you can see it for yourself. And I'm actually going to start near the end of the blog post with ambient animations. So this is what you're watching right now, and it's actually our first look at the gameplay besides what we saw in the trailer. You can see ambient animations for almost everything except the blocks. The character has subtle animations to it to make it seem like he's breathing, and the grass has a nice sway to it. It also interacts with the player as they move through it, which adds a lot to the game. In the blog post, they said that it's a vertex displacement formula based on the presence of a nearby entity. What this means is that the animations are interactive and respond to changes in the environment, which in this case is the player walking through the grass. Next, we have particle effects, which also has gameplay to showcase it. The last clip was third person, and now it's switched to first. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to have the ability to do both like Minecraft did, where you could go third person and first person. We'll see. I'm not sure. You can see him breaking the blocks.
No shit, Sherlock.
Okay. You know what? Shut up. Stop being a bitch. Anyway. Each different block that gets broken displays a different particle effect, which gives a little more flavor to simple things like that. I also like how the mushrooms give off an ambient glow, and it looks nice. They said that examples of events, including walking and running across a block, interactions with soft and hard materials, as well as hitting, breaking, and building with each block type. Particle effects can be tinted in the same way as blocks too. So it looks like it's going to be customizable too, which can be very helpful for all you modders out there. Now, onto interactions and animation states. Here they show a clip of how the door animations look. They said that they just apply an animation to a block to achieve the effect, and applies to trapdoors, chests, levers, lanterns, and etc. This is neat and makes me wonder if we can carry lanterns. I'm guessing that there is an animation to taking out a lantern and holding it in front of you as it sways, since lanterns was one of the things listed under block animations. And this sounds really cool, and hopefully I am right about that one, because that would be a nice feature. They talk about how you can combine blocks together to achieve cool effects. In this one, you can see how there are plants and ores on top of the stone, with their own animations and lighting. This will make exploring any cave system seem more organic, because it looks more alive and will be different for every cave system. They said on the blog, we also have blocks that use models and textures defined in Hytale Model Maker. These provide creators with freedom to create some pretty cool effects. They're definitely making sure that every aspect of the game is optimized for customization, so bless up. Moving on to submersible blocks. The wonderful thing about this feature is that water physics are supposedly very accurate. They said that the purpose of this feature is not to impair fluid physics with fences, flowers, or other non-solid blocks. So by this they mean that, for example, when you put a fence down or a trapdoor in Minecraft, the water stops. In Hytale, the water is not going to stop. The fence can be submerged too, and the water can just go through the gaps. So this is going to be awesome for making cool buildings involving water, or just to make a watery area look more realistic, maybe like a flooded area or something like that. They talk a teeny bit about trees and foliage too, just saying that the leaf and foliage models are created with textures that bisect the block from multiple angles. So rather than just appearing on the outer surface of the cube, it just makes it look more realistic and less blocky. Now onto transition textures. This is another thing that makes the blocks seem to flow together in an organic manner. Instead of Minecraft where the blocks have a clear-cut start and stop, Hytale is a smooth transition between blocks. The last thing I want to go over is how blocks are colored. So they use an RGB color system to color their blocks. The blend between red, green, and blue is tweaked for each unique block, which gives it a different tint compared to other ones. So that's all that I've got for this video, and do not worry, I will be back next week to give you all some more info on the next blog post. Also, if you haven't already checked out my last video, I highly advise that you check it out. I did a meme version of the Hytale trailer, and it honestly came out really well, so I would really appreciate if you check that one out. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you got something out of it, and I will see you all in the next one.